Hey y'all, hey, I'm Ashley. Welcome back to another episode of Whip It Like Butter. So it's a new week, so we got a new recipe. Alright, so today we're going to make a peach cobbler cream cheese pound cake, y'all. Cream cheese is gonna be super moist. Plus, you know how we lay our peaches. Well, you don't know, but you're about to know. How we're gonna lay our peaches in the bottom of the bump pan with the juice and all of that. It's gonna be super moist, super delicious, and we're gonna put some peaches, yes, some diced peaches right here into this pound cake mix. You don't have to worry about if it's peach season or not because we're gonna make it easy and we're using canned peaches so you can make this recipe all year. Okay, so we don't need to talk about it no more, right? We can go ahead and get into it. So I'm gonna show y'all how it's done. Let's go. Okay, so y'all know the drill: flour, cream cheese, unsalted butter, salt, granulated sugar, vanilla extract, eggs, room temperature, butter is room temperature, peaches in slices, of course, cinnamon and nutmeg, and light brown sugar. Okay, so we're going to start by getting our peaches prepared, the peaches that are actually going into our batter. So we're going to go ahead and take some peaches out, about 1 cup worth. I have my little 1 cup measure in here so I know, when I need to stop dicing. So just, dice your peaches into little small pieces, not super small, but small enough to where they get incorporated in the batter. Of course, they're soft, so they're going to soften up in the batter, so they don't have to be like itty bitty or anything like that. So once you got a cup, go ahead and put that to the side. We're going to go ahead and get it popping with our batter. So of course, we start with getting our butter and our sugar all creamed together. So that's what we're doing here. And once it's done, then we'll go ahead and move on to our next step. Okay, so y'all know it's got to be about like that, right? Okay, so we'll go ahead and add our cream cheese. I like to cut it in, big chunks and stuff like that, so we can go ahead and get it all nice and blended in the batter, and it's just easier to work with. Cream cheese also needs to be at room temperature. Y'all see how, like, went in there real nice and stuff like that, because it's at room temperature, honey. So we're going to ahead and add our eggs one at a time, one at a time. When you don't see yellow, it's time to add another one. So we get that all nice and mixed. Of course, I sped it up. We're not gonna put them in there that blending that quickly. So we're gonna go ahead and scrape down the sides of our pan because our stuff is starting to build up. So we're gonna go ahead and add our salt, and then we're gonna add our vanilla extract as well. Get that all nice and blended together. And then we're going to go ahead and start adding our flour. Y'all know how I do: a cup or a half a cup at a time. Giving the mixture a little time to, blend that stuff up before we add some more in there. So everything is fully incorporated and your batter doesn't get too overly mixed. Okay, so once it's just mixed together, you see we got all this flour on the side. We're going to go ahead and fold in our peaches. We don't want to overmix our batter, so that's why we stopped at this point. So, because as we're folding in our peaches, we're mixing the batter again. So just stir until you have, your peaches nicely incorporated into that batter. And then we're going to sit this to the side because we're going to go ahead and get ready to do our topping. So we're going to go ahead and start by draining our peaches, draining the juice off of our peaches in this bowl here. And then we added our cinnamon and our nutmeg and our brown sugar here. We're going to go ahead and give that a whisk. Okay, and then we're going to add our peaches back into the bowl. Just like this here. Okay, and then once you have that whisk together, then you're ready to go ahead and start adding it to the bottom of your bump pan. Now, I say about, we spray this bump pan really heavy. That's why we don't have a sticking problem over here at Whip It Like Butter. Okay, so I say about a fourth a cup of the juice. You see, I have this big heavy spoon, and I'm dipping some juice in there. I'm not going crazy with it, but add some juice in there while you're putting the peach juice and stuff in there, because you don't want it to be dry. And then we're going to go ahead and add our batter on top. Now, you don't have to add as much juice as I added. You can add a little bit less juice. We just want to make sure that there's some juice at the bottom of the pan. But you can add a little less because that juice really made this cake even more moist. It wasn't a problem, but the cake is plenty moist with the cream cheese and the peaches that we have in our batter, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and smooth the top of that thing and go ahead and put it in the oven. And here we are once it's done, y'all, all nice and brown. So, of course, we're going to go ahead and invert that cake like that. Yes, just like that. And I just tapped it on the top, a little bit just to make sure because this cake is, super moist. So I definitely didn't want to risk any sticking. Go ahead and lift that lid all slow and look at, ain't that beautiful? Okay, powdered sugar, the remaining of our mix, and light brown sugar for our drizzle. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and add this drizzle in here a little bit at a time. That's about a fourth cup. I'm gonna show you how to make it. You don't have to measure everything when you're baking. Like of course, like your cake, but things like glazes, you can kind of go by eye. So you see, I'm just whisking, and I'm add a little bit until it's about the desired consistency that I want it. I want it to be have a little drip to it. You know what I mean? Just like that, because that's how I want it to go over this cake. Now you can add a little bit extra brown sugar on top. Give a little bit extra sweetness, and then go ahead and add your drizzle on there like so. And then we're going to top a little bit more brown sugar, because it's pretty, okay? And so, y'all, this cake was definitely better the next day after I set it in the refrigerator and let all the seasonings soak in and all that type of stuff. But, yeah, super duper delicious. So here we are adding the last of our brown sugar on top, just a little bit for the core, a little extra sweetness before we get into this taste test, y'all. Let's go. Okay, y'all, so it's taste test time. I gotta show y'all the cake. Look at that super moist, baby. Let me get it all up in there. All up in there. Yes, let's go ahead and get on the other side. Yes, that cake right there. Okay, so the crumb is a little bit different on this cake, right? Because as the juice with the peaches and stuff was cooking, it was coming up and infusing through the cake. So if you want less juice, which ain't nothing wrong with it. If you want less juice, then just use a little bit less juice with your peaches. But you want juice because you don't want the peaches to get burnt and stuck in the bottom of your bundt pan. All right. So let's go ahead and taste this thing right here. Look at it. Yes. Mm-hmm. How it tastes just. You don't think that thing tastes just like peach cobbler? You better go on, get in that description box and get this recipe so you can see for yourself. Super delicious. Just enough glaze, just enough, to hit that cake just right. And get all that peach cobbler. Taste infused. Y'all see I'm over here getting carried away. Alright. Definitely go ahead and get the recipe down in the description box. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll definitely catch y'all next time. Bye.